Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All together. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय गौरानिताय गौरानिताय गौरानिताय, जय गौरानिताय। जय गौरानिताय गौरानिताय गौरानिताय, जय गौरानिताय। जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा। जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा। जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा। जय किशोर किशोरी जय किशोर किशोरी, किशोर किशोरी जय किशोर किशोरी। जय किशोर किशोरी जय किशोर किशोर किशोरी, जय किशोर किशोरी। जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल, निताय गौर हरि बोल। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल, निताय गौर हरि बोल। कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
Shri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyam Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Mathura Dham ki jai. Shri Mayapur Navdvip Dham ki jai. Purushottam Kshetra Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. ISKCON Chicago New Seva Kunj Dham ki jai. Their most merciful Lordship Shri Shri Kishore Kishori ki jai. Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai. Shri Shri Gaurnitai ki jai. Ganga Mai Yamuna Mai ki jai. Bhakti Devi Tulsi Maharani ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki jai. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah, listen to the story. Yeah.
No singing.
Namaste Narasimhaya Praladadayine Hiranya Kashipur Vakshaha Shiratanka Nakalaye Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho Yato yato yamitato nasimho Bahe narsimho Hidaye narsimho Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapadhe Tava Kara Kamala Vare Nakham Adhuta Singha Dalita Hiranya Kashipu Tanubhinga Keshavadhita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol. श्री कृष्ण भगवान की, राम महाराज की.
So for the pleasure of our deities, please repeat after me. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. So I'd like to welcome you all for tonight's Sunday program. I have a couple of I think interesting announcements. If you remember, a few weeks ago I stood here and talked about the firehouse that's behind our property, and all the devotees had I'd requested extra, I guess, chanting and blessings and all that energy. So we made it through the semi-finals and we're now in finals. So there are 3 finalists. Of course, we are one of them. The other is there's an organization called the North Shore Community Resources, and they're into, I guess, community service of different kinds. So they are a formidable, I guess, competitor in the bidding process. And the third is a private party, 2 men, I guess, who want to buy the firehouse for private residents. And they want to use the backyard for some green initiative like gardening or something for the community. And apparently they're also a formidable competitor. So now we're waiting for the final presentation. The final will be, the date has not been decided yet. We're trying to work out a date. They said end of October, early November. And I told them at least I'm scheduled to be in India. So can we do it before I leave or after I come back in December? So like December 10th. So I'm working with the aldermen to see if that's possible, to schedule the finals in early December. And the final round is, we stand in front of the 49th Ward community. Anybody is welcome to come, and they can pose any sort of challenging questions that is relevant to the neighborhood. How much noise will you make? No, our meditation is very silent. We don't sing or dance or make any noise. Right? No, that's scary. How much parking issues will you have? But that question, if it's parking, I think we have an advantage, for example, because the other 2 parties have to pay for parking. We own the lot right next to the firehouse, parking. So if that's the case, then we have an advantage. If something else, etc. So we're refining our final presentation. I don't know when the final date is. As soon as I know, I'll naturally share with you. But we've somehow made it to the final round by the mercy of the deities and Srila Prabhupada and all of your blessings. So the heat is on, as they say. Tonight's Sunday feast presentation will be made by our resident Sankirtan leader, Acharya Nishta Das. So Acharya Nishta, is he here? Okay. He came from, as a young student, he spent some time in Gainesville at what's called the Krishna House, which is like the mother Krishna house, if you will, of all other Krishna houses around the country. And spent good amount of time with the Rupanuga Vedic College traveling Sankirtan party. There's a group of young brahmacharis who travel by van and distribute Srila Prabhupada's books. And he's been a resident at the temple for almost more than 2 years now, perhaps longer, but more than 2 years, and has contributed to expansion of the Sankirtan activities. That means the Harinams, the MSF, the book distribution efforts. And so he's going to talk to us about upcoming Gita Jayanti. Gita Jayanti is the day that we celebrate, is the day Lord Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. And I've always had a, doubt. That's an Ekadashi. Gita Jayanti usually falls on Ekadashi. So Arjuna perhaps was fighting the war, fasting from grains and beans, or I don't know how he did it. But anyways, Gita Jayanti is fast coming up, and there are some really exciting things in terms of Sankirtan that over the course of the couple of years we have done, and he'd like to share with us and sort of get us all, enthusiastic about this very wonderful initiative. This distribution of literature, transcendental literature, in public, Srila Prabhupada and his guru called it the Brihad Mridanga. Mridanga is the drum, that when we beat this drum, we hear it in the vicinity of the drum. But the books are called this Brihad. Brihad means large or very big or mighty. And these books are those drums that the sound can go anywhere. And there are some very, very exciting book distribution stories that the devotees can narrate. I'll share one, in the late 60s, early 70s, when Srila Prabhupada was very intent that his books should go beyond the Iron Curtain. Some devotees, they sacrificed their life, took great risk, somehow or the other, to take the books into East Germany, Soviet Russia, Armenia, somehow or the other, to spread transcendental knowledge. And it's described that in Armenia, they didn't even have a Bhagavad Gita. The first Bhagavad Gita was somehow, smuggled into that country, and every copy was handwritten so that others couldn't read this transcendental literature. And they valued it so much that they would wait, hankering to receive a Bhagavad Gita or something about Krishna, because it was transformative. So in the same spirit, we're trying to revive or accelerate the book distribution efforts. And so the monthly Sankirtan festival, etc., is part of that whole initiative. And so Acharya Nishta will share more with us tonight. Anybody here for the very first time? Newcomers at our temple? Anyone else? New ones? Please come up. We have a small gift for you. It's small in size but large in value. Is the gift of transcendental knowledge. And we hope that this is the first of many such visits. It is our token of appreciation and gratitude that Acharya Nishta, we thank you for taking the time to come, and we hope that you're leaving back with some very wonderful gift from Srila Prabhupada. You set up? So while he's setting up the projector, we're going to turn this way. We will turn off our cell phones. Young lady. We will turn off our cell phones. Yeah, thank you. She is the most responsive person, I must say. She is. Thank you. Oh, wonderful. So yesterday the devotees went out for the monthly Sankirtan festival, and in a few hours we distributed more than 100 books of Srila Prabhupada. Haribol! That's too far. That's too far. Right here. Haribol. If you're having confusion which orientation, the speaker will be here, the slides will be here, and Srila Prabhupada is there. Yeah. So, I think you may have to come closer because the wires don't line. I'll tell you a pastime of Srila Prabhupada that I found very inspiring while he's setting up. Ready?
Go ahead.
Okay, you still need to
Yeah.
project and stuff, right? Okay. Can someone help him set it up? So in the late 60s, when the hippie movement was really taking strong hold, people were experimenting with drugs and hallucinogens, and they were trying different things because that was the promise by a person called Timothy Leary, the promise for a spiritual experience. You can see God through LSD or something like that. And so the young men and women were trying it out, and Srila Prabhupada was trying to get them away from those, drugs. And one such young woman who came to Srila Prabhupada and found her life transformed, she was asked by a newspaper reporter a few months later, what do you think of Timothy Leary's whole idea of spirituality through drugs? And she told him, I believe. Wow, such excitement. She said, I believe that Timothy Leary is a foolish rascal. This is a term sometimes Prabhupada would talk about, when pseudo-spiritual is a foolish rascal. So the reporter took a picture of her and published it. So the newspaper published this article with the picture of this young lady, face nicely dressed, and the tagline below it said, Hare Krishna lady says Timothy Leary is a foolish rascal. And this newspaper was presented to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada looked at it and he said, when I wanted to publish the Krishna book, George Harrison gave me $19,000. This young woman, she has given me $19,000 million of happiness. Because he was very, very happy that these young persons had rejected this whole idea of finding happiness through drugs, but genuinely finding happiness in Krishna consciousness. Are we ready? Okay, thank you. And before he starts, I need a volunteer. No, you can sit, but your service is to be a gatekeeper. You see persons walking by, they cannot walk anymore. And if they need darshan, they need to go round from there, and someone can make sure there is an aisle for people to come in. So while you're engrossed in Sankirtan pastimes, that's very nice. Please also make sure that people don't walk by. Okay? Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Nitya Gaura Haribo 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 Nitya Gaura Haribo Nitya Gaura Haribo 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 Nitya Gaura Haribo Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is ki, Nitai Gaura Premanandi, all glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So for the first part of the class, I'll just be speaking a little, so the presentation will be a little later, just so your neck doesn't get damaged. I was asked to speak a little bit about Gita Jayanti, which is coming up December 13th this year. So it's been 1 year since the last Gita Jayanti, of course, and part of our emphasis when Gita Jayanti comes around is to not only receive the message of Krishna through Bhagavad Gita, but also to share the message with others through distribution of that message and distribution of Bhagavad Gita. So we're going to speak a little bit about the Bhagavad Gita, about Gita Jayanti, and then about kind of some of what's going on here in Chicago. And the main consideration that I'm encouraging everyone to have, that we should all think, I want everyone to consider how does this relate to me? How does this affect me? And how can I be a part of this? Think personal. When you're hearing the discussion, we want everyone to become involved, so you can think, in what ways can I get involved? That should be our framework for the entire discussion, because there's a lot of very exciting things, and understanding in context of the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita becomes very enlivening to put the teachings into practice in that way. So of course the Bhagavad Gita as it is unique among Bhagavad Gitas. All of us here are familiar with Srila Prabhupada perhaps. He's seated right here for a few new people. And he is our founder Acharya, so he presented not just the original Sanskrit, but actually the proper commentary through the disciplic chain, which allows us to understand and apply the teachings in our own life. So the significance of the Bhagavad Gita for us also as devotees of ISKCON, in the introduction, actually in the preface of Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada states, our Krishna consciousness movement is genuine, historically authorized, natural, and transcendental, due to its being based on Bhagavad Gita as it is. So this is a pretty powerful statement that our entire Hare Krishna movement is based on the Bhagavad Gita as it is. Everything, all of the philosophy we understand is present in Bhagavad Gita because it's directly spoken by Krishna himself. It's considered a complete scripture. Everything is needed there. And it actually signifies the Lord giving transcendental knowledge to the conditioned soul. Arjuna, in the Bhagavad Gita, he's taking the part of the conditioned soul, being bewildered, not sure how to act. And so Krishna is taking the opportunity to instruct all of humanity in the teachings of how one can get free from the conditioned position, from the material entanglement, become elevated to their natural position of Krishna consciousness. So that's, of course, a little introduction. Now, what the Bhagavad Gita does is it systematically takes us through different understandings. First, of course, who we actually are. That beyond the body, the root of suffering is ignorance of our true identity. The very first teaching is that we're not just this material body, but we're a spirit soul. Next, the soul, who God is, also is mentioned. Krishna reveals himself, that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the relationship is established, that of eternal service. This is the only thing that gives the soul actual happiness. Because the body, which is who or not, if we consider my happiness will be based on something that I'm not, that will always be incomplete. But the soul being the true identity, understanding God, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then the natural action is devotional service, which is what it's explained, and considered the most confidential knowledge actually, which is why it's found in the middle of Bhagavad Gita. So I wanted to just speak a little bit on the one text in the Bhagavad Gita. I think we go until 6:30, is that right? 6:30 is our end time? Okay. So, thank you. So, one of the most powerful, for me, verses is found in the second text of the 9th chapter. Krishna says, Rajaguyam, Rajavidya Rajaguyam Pavitram Idam Pratyakshavagam Dharmyam Susukam Kartamavyayam. So we'll just read a little bit into this, keeping in mind how this will relate to us in our own practice and in sharing Krishna consciousness. Translation: this knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of all secrets. It is the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization, it is the perfection of religion. It is everlasting, and it is joyfully performed. So, we may be familiar with this verse, and when we're reading the Bhagavad Gita, we tend to, sometimes we may not be so thoughtful as far as what we're actually receiving. Perhaps we're taking a class, or we've been instructed, or it's just part of our routine. But if we actually meditate that Krishna is giving the king of education this knowledge. So we were recently traveling, we go to different universities, and what is taught in the universities cannot really be considered knowledge, what to speak of the king of knowledge, actually. Because real knowledge means elevating us out of the bodily concept of life. And this, what's being explained here, that the knowledge of devotional service, it is the purest knowledge. And it actually, just by engaging it, it gives us direct perception of the self. So this is itself actually the perfection of religion. Many times, religions nowadays, it can be sometimes difficult to even hear about devotional service in many other religions. I was raised in a certain tradition, and the idea of service to God was kind of a very far out, maybe thing you might hear periodically, but certainly not the main teaching. So coming to Krishna consciousness, we understand that this is actually the greatest gift, is that we're receiving knowledge of how to engage in devotional service, which is our greatest wealth, actually. So a little bit, Prabhupada is explaining, generally people are not educated in this confidential knowledge, they're educated in external knowledge. As far as ordinary education is concerned, people are involved with so many departments: politics, sociology, physics, chemistry, mathematics, astronomy, engineering, etc. There are so many departments of knowledge all over the world and many huge universities, but there is unfortunately no university or educational institution where the science of the spirit soul is instructed. Yet the soul is the most important part of the body. Without the presence of the soul, the body has no value. Still, people are placing great stress on the bodily necessities of life, not caring for the vital soul. So we see in society that just as for the body, the soul is the most important part. That's the true identity. So on an individual level, we can understand someone without that conception is going to be in a great calamitous situation, trying to live a life completely ignorant of who they actually are, without the essence of understanding who they are. So then we see on a societal level that what could be more chaotic than a whole group of individuals operating, or a whole society without that understanding? Complete chaos ensues when a whole mass of human beings have no idea who they are. Therefore we see the state of the world today is characterized by people just running up with guns or bombs. This has become a stamp of modern culture, actually, of great warfare all over the world, because people are complete forgetfulness of the true nature of themselves. So then further along, this is a very long purport, but Prabhupada makes some interesting points. He'll explain actually how this realization happens. It is said that the execution of devotional service is so perfect that one can perceive the results directly. This direct result is actually perceived, and we have practical experience that any person who is chanting the holy names of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, in course of chanting without offenses feels some transcendental pleasure and very quickly becomes purified of all material contamination. This is actually seen. Furthermore, if one engages not only in hearing, but in trying to broadcast the message of devotional activities as well, or if he engages himself in helping the missionary activities of Krishna consciousness, he gradually feels spiritual progress. This advancement in spiritual life does not depend on any kind of previous education or qualification. The method itself is so pure that simply by engaging in it, one becomes pure. So Prabhupada is giving us some great insight here that actually an amazing opportunity or a fast track to advances by these helping, Prabhupada says, if one not only engages in hearing but trying to broadcast the message of devotional activities or helping the missionary activities of Krishna consciousness. So this is a very important aspect of the whole philosophy of self-realization, that we understand who we are, and naturally we begin to feel great compassion for all living entities. And so the natural consequence of that is that we want to help others. This is a sequence that actually Krishna explains also. So we see that the final instruction of the Bhagavad Gita is to surrender. Krishna explains surrender, but what does that mean, to surrender to God? It means to do what God wants, to take God's will and make that our own will. And how do we understand God's will? Srila Prabhupada is very clearly explained through the instructions of the spiritual master. So if we want to very clearly and easily find out what does Krishna want, we can very easily lend our receptive ears to the message of the spiritual master, to find out his desire, to find out what Krishna wants. And we see that the spiritual master is continuously encouraging us to take up Krishna consciousness very seriously and to give it to others. That's the other part of the equation. Prabhupada mentioned in the philosophy of ISKCON that actually preaching is the essence of the Hare Krishna movement. So that's quite a powerful statement. If you think of the essence, like the essence of, they have rose water, it's considered the essence. So the essence of something is a very intrinsic principle. So in our lives in Krishna consciousness, we can always consider that if preaching is considered the essence, then we need to try as much as possible to tune into that essence. And what we find is that we get great inspiration, we get great realization, we get great desire and taste to continue in our practice and to share what we're hearing with others. Now, what's interesting is that the spiritual knowledge we receive is actually contrary to material logic. Material logic, we're thinking if we give something, then we lose something. If I have $2 and I give you one, I'm $1 short. But the nature of the spiritual substance is that by giving you receive more. So this is the profound nature of spreading in Krishna consciousness, is that we actually increase in so many different ways in our own practice. And I think we all have realizations of that. Of course, I'm speaking to all of you who are my superiors, so you all have much more realization in this than me. And I do ask just for your blessings that we can try to inquire more deeply about what Krishna is explaining in the Bhagavad Gita. So by giving us we receive more. This is completely contrary to the bodily concept of life, where things are very limited and temporary. And actually by austerity, by taking sacrifices, it's difficult for the body, but we grow spiritually. It's because matter and spirit are completely opposed, actually. They're complete opposites. So if when the body has to go through some austerity, generally we're thinking, oh no, this is bad. But from the spiritual platform, actually, the more we engage in austerity, the more we're getting off the bodily concept, the more we're recovering our true identity. So by sacrifice, which is a little bit what we're going to talk about, of the point of surrender to Krishna, engaging in devotional service and sacrifice, we'll see how there are different ways that can be done also. And also here in Chicago, in our very own Kishori temple, in our community here. So one more reference here from the Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada says, the highest goal of all religion is devotional service, as stated in Srimad Bhagavatam. Religious people generally do not know that the highest perfection of religion is the attainment of devotional service. And as we mentioned, devotional service means to serve Krishna. But how do we serve Krishna? We don't know what Krishna wants unless we approach the spiritual master. And as we're mentioning, Prabhupada has very mercifully given us amazing instructions and opportunities to try to carry out Krishna's desire. Prabhupada says that is advancement in Krishna consciousness, to stick tightly to the desire or orders of the spiritual master. Prabhupada says, because my Guru Maharaj ordered it and I am also ordering it, go on preaching, spread this Krishna consciousness all over the world. So sometimes doubts arise that, well, I'm not so qualified, I don't have much realization, but we see historically the way Srila Prabhupada spread Krishna consciousness was not by making sure everyone was 100% a pure devotee before but at whatever level we are, if we're sincere and trying to carry out Krishna's desire, then we can engage in this activity. Prabhupada says, spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. Not that we have such great qualification, but simply by engaging, simply by making the effort, we get so much mercy, and that is actually carrying out Srila Prabhupada's instruction. So part of the application of what we're thinking is how we can all get more involved also in this process of Bhagavad Gita, actually, of understanding the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. And of course, in the 18th chapter, Krishna also says, Nacha tasman manusheshu kaschin me priyakritamaha bhavita nacha me tasyad anya priyataro bhuvi. That there's no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear. Krishna is speaking about one who spreads Krishna consciousness. So Krishna is just explaining, after all the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, after the conclusion, then he's explaining, and one who's most dear to me is one who spreads this knowledge. So we're all looking to make advancement in Krishna consciousness. We can understand from the instructions of Krishna himself and the spiritual master, the association of devotees, that by taking up in whatever way we can, furthering Krishna consciousness, spreading Krishna consciousness, we make tremendous benefit. We also were in Naperville last week, and we were sharing the all-around benefits of spreading Krishna consciousness, that we become invigorated and we get nourished in our spiritual life. Others benefit, and Lord Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, the whole parampara become pleased. So we see in the beginning, Arjuna was not sure about his duty. He was very perplexed and shy, and his bow was slipping from his hands. We may also, sometimes we feel very shy or discouraged, but Krishna throughout, he's encouraging him, no, you must do this. You must stand up and fight. You must take up this austerity, this difficulty. That will actually be your perfection. So the message of the Gita, as you're all familiar with, actually is helping lift us out of ignorance, out of the misconception of who we really are, awakening our spiritual identity. And devotional service means to carry out Krishna's instruction. So these are the essential teachings of Bhagavad Gita. And a final quote I'll just share in this regard. This says, okay. Krishna wants everyone to surrender unto him. And devotional service means preaching this gospel all over the world. The Lord says openly in Bhagavad Gita, Nacha tasman manusheshu kaschin me priyakritamaha. One should preach the gospel of Bhagavad Gita for the benefit of all. Bhagavad Gita is spoken by the Lord so that human society can be perfectly organized from all angles of vision, politically, socially, economically, philosophically, and religiously. From any point of view, human society can be reformed by the Krishna consciousness movement. Therefore, one who spreads the philosophy of Krishna consciousness for the benefit of all conditioned souls in the universe is perfect in pure devotional service. So again, the emphasis is being made that the Bhagavad Gita, in honor of Gita Jayanti and the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, understanding the benefit that we all receive, placing great value in that, and also understanding our responsibility, our duty, and the great opportunity that we have to share that message with others. This is Krishna's mercy to speak Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, and it becomes the spiritual master's desire in the mercy of the devotees then to, in turn, share that with others. So I think someone was on the cap. We can just take a look of a few points we wanted to share this evening with all of you. Okay. So we wanted to just share, on request of Nityananda Pran, a few of the ways that the community has been engaged in helping spread this message of Krishna consciousness. And one of the particular areas that we've been focusing on recently has been book distribution, the sharing of transcendental knowledge, as we've been hearing the philosophy. And Prabhupada often explained that one of the best ways was simply by distributing the Bhagavad Gita. So this is part of our theme for this evening, and we're going to see some interesting points. Prabhupada says, "Be assured that there is no more direct way to preach than to distribute Krishna-conscious books. Whoever gets a book is benefited. If he reads the book, he is benefited still more. Or if he gives the book to someone else for reading, both he and the other person is benefited. Even if one does not read the book but simply holds it and sees it, he is benefited. If he simply gives small donation towards the work of Krishna consciousness, he is benefited. And anyone who distributes these transcendental literatures, he is also benefited." So it sounds very much like the description of all auspiciousness found in Nectar of Devotion, that all around there's benefit. And Prabhupada explains this, our book distribution is the most important task in our society. Therefore I'm giving so much stress and I am working so hard on this, because this is my life and soul according to the order of my Guru Maharaj. And by his grace it is to some extent successful. And I took it seriously, I take it seriously still now. That is my life and soul. I never tried in India to construct big temples, or even in your country we didn't. I never tried, but I was selling personally books. That is the history. So you all are of course familiar with many of these letters and quotes from Srila Prabhupada, but sometimes we may see them and we think, oh, that was back in the 70s, that was when there was so many devotees and that was a certain time. But actually Prabhupada mentioned that this should always be given stress actually. Here's a few more, bringing it a little closer to home. Do not hesitate to use your American and European, and we also inserted Indian. The Indians are extremely intelligent. Brains to increase. That is Krishna's special gift to you. Now use it. Any activity which will please Krishna should be accepted favorably. This is our guiding principle. Now apply it in this way, by doing everything and anything for spreading this Krishna conscious literature. And this is really pleasing to Krishna, know it for certain. Our book distribution program is most important work. Anyone reading our Krishna book, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Nectar of Devotion, and Bhagavad Gita as it is sure to become a Krishna conscious person. Therefore, somehow or other, we must push on this literature distribution program, either through schools, colleges, libraries, life membership program, or ordinary sales. So these are a few of the aspects that we're going to be getting into tonight. And this is unique. Prabhupada has mentioned a few points, and specifically in relation to Chicago. Prabhupada explains, the report of book distribution going on in Chicago is very pleasing to me. So that was in 1973, but we can't necessarily say that that's not going on in recent times as well. The message of the Acharya is always present. Please continue to use your intelligence to find out how to distribute my books more and more. And further testimony of the great victory made by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chicago. I understand that the Chicago area is the most lucrative place in the world for distribution of our books. Did anyone think that? Has anyone thought about that recently when they went out on the streets in Chicago? No, but this is the statement of Srila Prabhupada. The Sankirtan movement will expand, continuing so long as we are sincere. So this has become very personal now. Now we can see here in Chicago we also have a great responsibility. Now what we wanted to do also is just show in recent times kind of the efforts that have been being made here, because we are very much in debt to a lot of the community, a lot of the congregation, many of the devotees here who are actually working very hard on a regular basis in so many ways. This is a copy of the Sankirtan newsletter which is sent out. Some of you may be aware, but every month the book distribution scores are still submitted to Srila Prabhupada. We know that while he was present, one of the things that gave Prabhupada the greatest pleasure was getting the results of the book distribution. So even today still these results are being calculated. And we're just sharing, a few years back, we wanted to trace in 2011, we have this cumulative score throughout the year, not just 1 month, but January through July. And you can see a lot of many of the temples in the US and Chicago, we were a little bit on the lower end of the list. So that was 2011. And what we wanted to just share on behalf of many of the congregation devotees who are working very hard here. 2013, now we see Chicago's number 6 and actually the whole of US. Haribo! So this is thank you to all of you, for everyone who's participating. And this is this is also cumulative. It's not just for 1 month, but this means on a steady basis that the devotees are going out. So we wanted to thank everyone for assisting in this matter. And as we get involved and interested in what's actually going on, then we get invigorated and we all get mercy by going out together also. The more they go out, the more mercy that can be spread around. Now, this is also what's been going on. Last year, we do a goal, actually, for how many books we'd like to distribute. So 2012, actually, our goal was 10,000 books to distribute in 1 year. That's a lot of books. And we are here seeing that actually what we distributed in 2012 was 14,000 books, so we surpassed our goal. That was last year. We surpassed our goal by 4,000 books. Very exciting. Now, what we had to do this year, sometimes Prabhupada would explain, he wanted us to double it each year, to increase the book distribution. So, taking a bold step, Nityananda Pran, under guidance of Vaishesh Guru, asked us to try to distribute 20,000 books. That was to be our goal. And you see on the left, up to this point, we distributed 19,436 books. And it's only September. Of course, after this month, we will have surpassed our goal of 20,000 books. So therefore, you can look to the right. Just as last year we had a 4,000 book margin, we have to double it. So our new goal is 28,000 books till the end of the year. Haribo! So this is where you all are coming in, is that we're going to need a lot of help in meeting this new goal. We have to match what we did last year. So this is a large margin, but month by month we can do this. We have different programs, which is what we want to get into, on how we can accomplish this. What we've been doing is distributing books at streets, festivals, and colleges. We have our monthly Sankirtan festival. We've been going door to door. Oh Hare Krishna Airport. We're distributing books at Oh Hare Krishna Airport. We have the smart boxes, mention of a library party. We have a traveling Sankirtan party, and the Motel Gita is a new program that we're encouraging. So again, the theme for tonight's presentation also is, how does this relate to me? How can we all help more? Spreading the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. So we'll just kind of winding down. I wanted to get into just a glimpse of some of these programs and try to encourage us to get more involved in whatever ways. This is our MSF, the monthly Sankirtan Festival. We wanted to thank all the devotees who've been coming and invite actually many more of you to come. I see many, many more people here than we see at our MSFs. So we want to invite, we can just imagine the power if everyone in this room came out on a monthly basis. The whole city of Shikali would become transformed. So do keep this in mind. Here's some nice shots. We go out and distribute books, meet people, strangers. You can see this guy here. He's on the left. He's shocked in the red jacket. He says, "What is that?" This is the power of transcendental knowledge of Srila Prabhupada's books. Also, we go and chant. We perform the Yuga Dharma congregational chanting. Sometimes we face opposition. This was one MSF where, of course, our Christian friends sometimes, in their own way, try to help. But if you're very expert, you can also leave everyone with some sort of transcendental knowledge. This was a very great distributor. Managed to distribute him on Hare Krishna chanting pamphlet on his way. So this is the mood that everyone should get the mercy. Prasadam distribution, it says in the Bhagavad Gita, no sacrifice is complete without the distribution of spiritual food, prasadam. So even the animals benefit. Meeting so many different people all over the city, and this is powerful. These people's lives are changed by coming in contact with the books, the chanting. Devotees become very enlivened. The general populace feels actually great wonder that people can be in such natural happiness without taking drugs or intoxication. The devotees also feel ecstatic. That's part of the bliss of Sankirtan. Here also is a few photos of some of our staunch book distributors, and It may remind us of a quote by Srila Prabhupada. Your emphasis on book distribution is quite right. I can understand in the northern centers it is very cold now, and yet you report that they are still going out for Sankirtan party. Please convey that I extend all blessings to those boys and girls who are trying to distribute our books even under difficult conditions. And here we have bundled up with scarves and hats. There's no impediment to devotional service. That's what. Also, the MSF is a good program because it engages everyone. MSF is for everyone. Even the children are going out, distributing books and prasadam. Here's a nice shot. And if you can't distribute yet, then at least you can join the fun and watch and honor the mercy by taking prasadam also. So everyone is welcome. The other aspect that we've been getting into is door-to-door. Vaisheshika Prabhu has blessed us with his association, and we're very inspired to understand, this is a nice quote, every member of the Krishna consciousness movement is interested in going door to door to try to convince people about the teachings of Bhagavad Gita as it is, the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. That is the purpose of the Hare Krishna movement. So there's profound ecstasy when you just knock on a random person's door and share the message of Bhagavad Gita with them. It may seem a little daunting, but when you go out in a group, it's incredible. You never know who you will meet, but everyone is actually very eager and happy to see the books and take the knowledge. And you go away feeling like a great winner by being an instrument and actually seeing how Lord Chaitanya's mercy is affecting the lives of many people. So this is a new way of seeing Chicago, of seeing the city and especially the suburbs. We've begun to chart some of the areas in Chicago, and it's a very exciting prospect. So these are a few of the different programs, keeping in mind how you all can get involved. One thing that we do for Gita Jayanti is we encourage everyone to help us sponsor the books. We can distribute the books, and also we can sponsor the books. If you're not interested or able to go out and distribute them, then we're encouraging everyone, just help us by sponsoring something to continue this message. Many people, they may not have sufficient funds to purchase a book, but they may be very interested. So by you assisting with that, we can continue to push on these teachings. The airport chapel program, we need a lot of help. In O'Hare Krishna Airport in Midway, there are chapels. And this is an interesting part of a letter by a devotee who's spearheading this program. He explains, he was a Hindu and searching for the Bhagavad Gita or any other Hindu scripture in the chapel but couldn't find one. So this is very unfortunate that people may be seeking spiritual guidance but they're unable to find them. He explains he's associated with ISKCON, a monotheistic tradition within the Vedic and Hindu cultural traditions, with about 1 billion followers, is the world's third largest religion. And by spearheading the program, he's explaining we'd love to supply the chapels with scriptural literature and religious material, which would help those who are hurting in their time of need by helping them increase their love of God. So this is another exciting opportunity that we need help with. So please, after the program, we're going to have a table upstairs, and everyone is encouraged to help in some way or another with some of these programs. So we have a few more. We've begun a traveling Sankirtan program just recently. Thank you to many of our donors here to increase the book distribution regionally. We're visiting different colleges all over the Midwest, meeting with students. On the right side, this is Ben. He's a freshman at Marquette University. He's studying business, but his life has changed now. He's received the transcendental knowledge of the Parampara, of the disciplic succession. He's holding Krishna in his hand in the form of the Bhagavad Gita. So the students are interested. The students are actually you don't even have to convince them. They're looking for this. You simply approach them, show them the book, and they're eager to give you money. They want the books. So it's our duty to go out and to fill that need, to fill the desire of people by sharing books. What we've begun is started a Google group. This is also going to be at the table. We're going to be taking emails. We want everyone to join this group, which is going to be an easy way. We're going to connect, inform, and encourage the community to join us in events for Sankirtan book distribution and Harinams. This is long overdue, but a very efficient system. We can all connect and stay informed with each other, that we can all go out together. Like we mentioned, we have such a huge assembly here. We want to all go out together and make a powerful impact. And the final point is that the part of our 20% increase, this is a program by our GBC and our ISKCON leaders, they want us to increase the book distribution by 20%. Not only the books, but also the Lakshmi that goes to the BBT. Jai Shishi Kishore Kishori Gaunitai Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani Ki Jai. So we covered the book increase. We didn't just go for 20%, but we went for 100% to do twice what we did last year. And we've matched that. But one part that we're low on is the BBT remittances. So that to date we've sent to the BBT about $26,000, all for books. And our goal, what we need to hit to hit our 20% is $38,345. So you can see we still have a way to go. This is another field that we need all of your help. It's very critical that we can meet these goals for the development of the North American ISKCON leadership movement. So what we've received from Vaisheshika Prabhu and our seniors are these wristbands. They say, tax your brain, get 20% more. You may have seen some of the devotees with these wristbands. They're very inspirational. But we have them in large quantities. We'll be handing these out also at the table to everyone tonight, and we ask that this is a symbol of your contribution to help us in our effort. That by wearing this in some way or other, you're going to assist us through many of these different programs and options, or it can be up to you. You can tell us how you want to help. But this is the direction that we want to move as a community, and we see how many communities are being transformed by this inundation of Sankirtan and book distribution. Silicon Valley, Toronto, these devotees are fired up. They're out, they're doing amazing things on a very regular basis. And so this is part of our transition, or our emphasis, is that we need to be doing better, we need to be doing more. So we humbly ask all of the devotees that kindly come, receive your wristband, and make it as a personal commitment to receive the teachings and also share them with others by going deeper into the message of Bhagavad Gita. And this will be a continued theme as we move towards Gita Jayanti for December 13th. And as you can see, we have many goals to reach. We have many exciting programs, and we're requesting everyone to come help us in some way or another. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki, Transcendental Book Distribution ki, Nitai Gaura Premanandi.
Hare Krishna. Around 7 o'clock. Hare Krishna. Let them know that there is prasadam. They can go up and have prasadam and then they can come back. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Presaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Punyavari Pashkatarisatadire Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadada Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadada Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Bolo Hare Yoga time Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I want to do everything. Nobody else, but it's okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Just the same way you play, just softenize. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. I'm doing some melodies that I did here before you was born. Right here. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Just listen to me. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Come on, sit close. Bring a seat. Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. I think I should do something which everybody would sing. I think you will like it also. I'll do one melody which Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. You know what happened is the girls are not supposed to sing, so these girls come and please come and chant. At least you cannot leave the place dead like this. Yeah. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We all kirtan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Jai Jai Srila Prabhupada. Because these girls, I don't know what it is up there, they asked me to come and fill the griap for them. But they're quiet.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, oh Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Oh Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. Oh Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. Oh Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Hare मिठाई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय वंशा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्यश्च
KK. Seven's resolving.